Yo, what's up guys, it's your boy Hieroglyphics back at it. I wanted to tailor this video to new riders, specifically those that want to get into riding and want to buy a bike. I've been approached by multiple people throughout the years about them wanting a bike and asking me which kind of bike they should get and how much money they need, and I've always responded to all of them with these top 3 things that I think everybody should know before getting your first motorcycle. And honestly, these 3 things are very simple and basic, but if you don't have them dialed in, maybe you won't have the best experience with, getting a motorcycle. If you have an answer for these 3 questions, then yeah, I definitely think you should get a bike. Just make sure you have these things down packed. That brings me to the first question that I always ask everybody. Do you have somewhere to store your bike? A lot of times you get into the idea of a motorcycle and you're like, yeah, I want to get one, I want one, let's do it, why not? But guys, realize this, if you don't have somewhere safe to keep your bike, you're risking it getting stolen or damaged by the weather. Ideally, you want to have your motorcycle parked indoors in a garage. That is the perfect place to store your motorcycle. You're not getting any kind of sun, rain, snow on the bike. It's going to be very difficult for someone to break into your house to see your bike from your garage. Now, that's not to say that it can't happen, because it can. I've seen videos of it. But it beats having it outside, parked out in the parking spot somewhere in your apartment complex. Think about a patio behind your house, preferably covered so it doesn't get rained on. That's another option. Again, make sure you have some sort of locking mechanism, some alarm, disc brake locks, or a nice high quality weatherproof cover. I would recommend you avoid those cheap Amazon rotor locks because they're like 25 bucks and they're super easy to snap. I do recommend you go for those Xena lock/alarms. Those things are high quality. They have a thick aluminum pin. Depending on what size you get, the price will vary. Those are pretty good. The alarm is pretty loud. I highly recommend you guys get one of those. The same thing goes for a high quality weatherproof cover. I've had a bunch of those cheap Amazon ones as well. They rip over time, water seeps through pretty easily, and it really is not protecting your bike all that well. The waterproof cover that I use is great quality. It actually does keep your bike dry. Now, if it's a heavy rainstorm and it's been raining for hours, your bike might get a little moist, but overall for light rains, I find that it does keep your bike incredibly dry compared to all these other cheaper covers. Now, it's not cheap. It's about $130 depending what size you buy it. But honestly, I would spend it all over again if I had to, and they do offer a lifetime warranty. It is the Dalco weatherproof cover. You can get it on Revzilla or whatever other website sells them. That is the best cover that I've bought in 8 years, and it is great quality. Now, you're probably thinking, is it worth spending $130 on a bike cover? I mean, depends how much you want to take care of your bike. Is it a brand new bike, straight out the dealership? Did you buy it used? Do you care if it gets a little bit of surface rust along some metal components on the bike? But if you want the highest protection, definitely spend the money. You might as well spend the $130 and save yourself the extra bucks down the road, because eventually you're gonna have to replace those Amazon covers. Well, it is hot today. On the way to the skate park right now, trying to get a little session for the day. After you guys have decided where you're gonna keep your bike, where you're gonna store it, how you're gonna store it, how you're gonna protect it, the second thing that I tell everybody before buying a motorcycle is do not buy a clapped out bike. It's not worth it. It's your life on the line. Buy a clapped out bike, brakes are worn down, the motor's worn down. You never know if you're riding down the road, your brakes give out, your motor blows, lock up your wheel, bust your ass. It's not worth it. Save the money, get a nice bike. I see so many guys getting these beat up bikes for $1,000. These Tricksters and Yamahas clap the hell out. Bearings falling apart, all scratched up everywhere. You're gonna end up spending more money. You're gonna eventually have to replace some of these parts if you want the bike running right and looking right. And to me, it's personally not worth it. You're risking your life. You're gonna look like a loser on a clapped out bike with no fairings. A lot of the times I've seen people buy these bikes, they break down, they leave it on the side of their house for who knows how long and never ride it again. Save up at least, I don't know, $3,500, $4,000, get something decent, something used. Sure, maybe if we're on the same price or less, you can buy an older 600 or a 1000, but if it's your first bike, just get like a 400 or something. You end up enjoying it more, using it more, practicing more. The bike is not beat up. You don't have to be embarrassed riding around with some clapped out bike. And if what you really want for a first bike is a 600 or 1000, hey, do what you want, but save the extra money and get something nice, something with low miles, something that doesn't need so much work, something that doesn't need too much maintenance. And speaking about maintenance, that brings me to the third thing that I tell everybody when it comes to getting a bike, and I'll tell you guys after I'm done with the skate session. we're back, just left the skate park. The third and final thing that I tell everybody to know before getting a bike is, are you willing to do your own maintenance? Maintaining your bike does not have to be hard. I'm talking about simple chain cleaning, oil change, keeping your fluids topped up. There's way too many times that I see people riding around with rusted ass chains clinking everywhere. I'll be driving in my car, there's a bike next to me on the road, and out here is yeah, bro, like, get your chain right. If I'm riding with you and that thing blows up, we're both cooked. We're flying out the highway. That's it, it's over. Clean your chain. Keep your chain clean. Trust me. Your bike will thank you, your motor will thank you, your crank will thank you, your throttle response will stay crispy. People think getting a bike is just buying it, riding it, putting it away, and that's it. Like, no, you have to be on top of it, maintain it. It's your life on the line. Like I said earlier about those clapped out Gixxers, you're buying a bike that's 16 years old, barely maintained, and now you're gonna ride it for who knows how many miles without doing a damn thing to it. You're just asking to get cooked on the bike. It's not worth it. Get yourself a grunge brush, a gallon of kerosene. It's way cheaper than those chain cleaners, and you get a lot more. It lasts you forever. A spray bottle to put it in, and then some Bel-Ray chain lube. For me, Bel-Ray is the best chain lube that I've ever used in 8 years. It does not fling off and dirty your wheel. It doesn't attract dirt to your chain, and it stays relatively clean for a pretty long time. Alright, so to recap, you're in the market for a new bike, have these 3 things in place, and you're set. 1, keep the bike in a safe place, that way it doesn't get damaged with the weather, and also it doesn't get stolen. 2, make sure you don't buy a clapped out bike. You don't want to be that guy riding around in a beat up Gixxer, half the fairing's missing, decided to go cheaper to save some money, but in the long run it's going to cost you more. It's not worth it. And 3, make sure you can do some basic maintenance, that way the bike lasts you longer, and you're safe on it. Guys, some of the things that I use for my bike, I'm going to link it down in the description below. I highly recommend these products. If not, I wouldn't be telling you. Guys, if you enjoyed the video and if you thought this was useful for you or know somebody who wants to get a bike and think this will help them out, please share the video. Drop a like on the video. Drop a comment down below. Let me know if you guys have any questions about getting a new bike and you're not sure where to start. I'm going to be making a video of the different styles of bikes that you have to choose from nowadays, because honestly, there's so much now that you can get. There's so many bikes out there nowadays that suit different needs, and I feel like people now more than ever have different options to fulfill, you know, their riding needs. Guys, also don't forget, hit that bell icon, that way you guys get notified whenever I post a new video. I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.